we take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the cows. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Because of this.
What?
Welcome to Bear Lake High School basketball. We're still in JV basketball. This is becoming a habit lately when we do boys games that we start with the JV game. Hopefully this one won't be double overtime like it was last week. It is a 4-point game. Bears in lead 43-39. Bears have the ball with 38 seconds left on the clock. So we'll show you some bonus basketball as we get ready for the Bear Lake Bears to take on Teton. The C team, the Bears got one in a blowout. The Teton, so the C team game, the final score was like 59 to 14 in favor of the Bear Lake Bears. And in Teton won that game by 1. And let's look at the Max Preps rankings to see what to expect tonight. The Teton Red Wolves, as they are called
Timberwolves.
now. Timberwolves. I want to say red because that's their color. The Teton Timberwolves are ranked number 2 in the state, right behind the Sugar Salem Diggers. Teton yet to lose on the season on the varsity end of things. And so they are in a good spot, ranked number 2. Bears down a little bit lower towards the bottom of the rankings. And so the Teton Timberwolves will be the favorites tonight in this matchup. But the Bears look to change the script. The last couple of games these teams have played, it's been very lopsided in favor of the Grizzlies. Why did I say the Grizzlies? I looked down and saw Grace on my schedule here. Very lopsided in favor of the Timberwolves. They come into this 10-2 on the season. And they are, when they played last, it was 79-42, a 37-point game. That was back in early December. And Teton took care of business. As the JV is about to take care of business, it's pretty much academic now. It's a 5-point game. Make it 6 with 19.1 seconds left. So Teton's got to pull something off in a hurry if they're going to get the win here. And that shot is missed. The rebound being tipped around. Teton comes up with it. But now they're down to 6 seconds left. Still 2-possession game. 3-pointer from the corner is good, but the Bears don't even have to inbound it. That's the end of the game. So the Bear Lake Bears, JV, will win it by a final score of 45-42 over Teton in JV action. So congratulations to the C team and the JV team, both picking up wins tonight. And the varsity looking to do the same. And this, you look at the rankings, you look at Teton being the number 2 team. They've had a great season. Like I said, they are 10-2. There's no common opponents. Lisa did research and found that out for us pretty easily. But they're not just winning, they're winning big. Their only loss came against Eagle. That's one of the 5 or 6A schools even from the Boise area. Yeah. And their other loss was Ridgeview. I think that's a Utah team. I'm not even sure. And they have beat everybody else. They beat Snake River by 8. They beat Burley by 10. They beat Jackson Hole by 30+. They beat a Nevada team pretty handily. They beat Idaho Falls. And they beat Snake River again. And then they beat Marsh Valley the other night by 17. So they're having a good season, ranked pretty high. And we'll do some math here real quick and tell you what we can expect tonight as far as what the computer says should be the spread. Teton, and then let's scroll down.
Here, I
should
have
be about
it.
a
Oh, no, I don't.
a 19-point spread. Yeah, you had everything else except for that.
Except for that, sorry.
19-point spread tonight. The Timberwolves are favored, but the Timberwolves won all 3 games in Teton, and the first 2 games were definitely a reversal as the Bears had the advantage in the first 2 games. Won the first one by 30, won the second one just by 3, courtesy of that late 3-pointer to make it look better on the scoreboard. But a good night so far for the Berdick Bears. So, Lisa, what are you looking for tonight from the Bears?
You know, we saw them play an amazing game as a team against Grace the other night, and I'd really love to see that again. I don't know if you can hear me at all.
Yeah, you can. It's our earphones that are glitching. Now our microphones are good.
It's like I can't hear anything. Anyway, oh, there we go. Play together. You know, take the shot when it's yours, but don't try to force anything. I would like to see them looking for somebody who's open, who can take the shot, and creating pathways for each other, sharing the ball. They did that the other night with Grace, and it was a totally different team to watch. So.
Absolutely. I've had several people make that comment that were in the game, that were here at this arena, students and adults alike, that, you know, the way the boys played the other night was a totally different look to what they've been earlier in the season. And hopefully the boys took that to heart. I know the coaches did. We talked to Coach Ward about that after the game. And hopefully the boys realize how that felt and take advantage of that, because I agree with you. The sharing the ball, the trusting your teammates to do their job was definitely the difference the other night against Grace. Now, I will say, quality opponent tonight, much different.
Very much different, yes.
These guys are not the Grace Grizzlies, but doesn't matter who they are. Wow. We're gonna have
about 6 of their 9 down there can slam it.
Yeah, I was gonna have Ray turn the.
He's got camera on him. Yeah.
Now, yeah, you just turned the camera. You're seeing what they are capable of. One of their JV kids had a 2-handed slam in the JV game, and I had somebody comment, if that's what their JV can do, what can their varsity do? Well, you're seeing it.
Yeah.
5 or 6 of them are perfectly capable of throwing it down, and so this could be an interesting night. This is a very athletic team.
Very.
Ranked number 2, like we said. The only reason they're not ranked number 1 is because Sugar Salem, just like on the girls' side of things, the University of Sugar Salem, as we like to jokingly call them, is phenomenal in their own right. They are undefeated, 13-0 on the season. And so I wouldn't be surprised at all, though, if your matchup up in the Ford Idaho Center in late February for the state championship at 4A is Sugar Salem and Teton. They play each other in the same district. So they beat each other up all season long, and then they're going to see each other most likely because nobody else. The third-ranked team right now in the state is Marsh Valley, and this Teton team already blew Marsh Valley out of the gym already this year. So that just should give you an indication.
I have another.
Key to the game?
Yes. It's going to be keep your cool. And the reason I say that, not that we've really seen anything that would indicate otherwise with this team, but in games like this, when you're watching them dunk it and doing all the different things, and they're very athletic, taller, it can become frustrating. Hopefully, it won't get to that point where it becomes frustrating, but. If you're watching runaways and two-handed dunks at the other end, it can become frustrating. So keep your cool, and just play your game. Every single one of these young men are talented in their own right. There's a lot of talent on the Bear Lake team. It's figuring out how to work that talent together is, I feel like, they're starting to come into, and I just want to see them work together and keep their cool.
Yeah, tonight. And I do agree that could be a huge key to this game. Frustration can sometimes get the better of you, and if you let frustration get the better of you, We saw it in the JV game at the very end, just before we went on the air. One of the players fouled out of the game and in frustration made a comment. I didn't hear it or see it, but made a comment, and he actually earned his trip to the bench a little bit quicker than he would have because it was his 5th foul anyway, but he got foul number 6 on a technical when he did lose his head. So that is definitely a key, is to keep your head in frustration situations. The other thing I'm going to say for my key to the game is the Bears need to muddy the game. If you muddy the game, and we made this comment last year watching girls basketball, Marsh Valley stayed in games last year by being chaos.
Yeah.
And if the Bear Lake boys can muddy the waters tonight, if they can create chaos, get Teton out of their rhythm, not let Teton play their game, but make them play Bear Lake basketball, then you got a shot. As an underdog, you're trying to keep it close. You want to be close when you go into the fourth quarter. Give yourself a chance down the stretch. And I think my key to the game is going to be create chaos, muddy the waters. Don't let Teton get in a flow. Yeah. And one way to do that, Teton last year, the way they beat the Bears, and these are the same guys. Almost all of them are the same team. We got 3 juniors on this team and 3 seniors and 5 juniors. So you've got a lot of the same players. These guys run. These guys move. They sprint. They're all over the court. And they are not afraid to get out in transition. And the Bears have got to get back on transition and not let Teton dictate the pace. And if they can do that, that will keep them in it. That's how an underdog wins, is you muddy the waters. And so that's what I'm looking for tonight, is for the Bears to muddy the waters against these Teton Timberwolves, and hopefully they'll be able to play a pretty good basketball game. So let's talk what else is going on this weekend. Wrestling, pretty easy one to talk about. Nothing. One wrestler is in action. There's a big tournament up in Idaho Falls this weekend known as the Tiger Grizz, and Sammy Harper.
Sammy.
She has chosen to try. It's a girls-only tournament. Boys aren't invited anyway. It's a girls-only tournament, and Sammy has chosen to go up there and compete. She knows that she's got a chance to go up there and maybe even win it. She's one of the top-ranked wrestlers in the state at her weight class. Only one girl all season has beat her, and I'll tell you what, when she wrestled at the home meet the other day, she was really making everybody else kind of look silly. She's that good right now, and so good luck to her as Sammy travels up to the Tiger Grizz. The boys and the rest of the girls team, they've got the week off, and much-deserved week off, as wrestling started with several big tournaments that they've already played in, and now they're looking to take a break, and they'll get back in action next week. I think they have a duel next week at Cokeville. They'll go over there, wrestle the Panthers. And tournaments are almost wrapped up for them. They're going to go to more traditional duels the rest of the year, but they start that season off quick with all those tournaments. For the girls, week just is getting started. Yeah. Today, they have tonight off, and then tomorrow they will take on the American Falls Beavers right here at Bear High School. That is an early tip. American Falls does not have a C team, so we bumped everything up 30 minutes to get us out of here a little bit earlier. And the JV, will start at 5:30, and the varsity at 7. So we'll have pregame show for that right here on the wave at 6:45 tomorrow. If you're coming out to the gym, and you really should, as awesome as it is to listen to Lisa and I, you got to see these girls play in person.
They're so good.
Come on out to the gym. Yeah, absolutely. And that game will tip off at 7 o'clock. You can still watch us, by the way.
Yeah.
Go back and watch us later on YouTube. You still see
we love that.
All your favorite plays, be able to mock us for all the silly comments we make. You can do that later on YouTube anyway. But come on out to the game tomorrow, support the girls. Then Saturday, they're back in action again, right back here at the high school. 3 home games this week for the girls, and they play Preston. And Preston's going to come here with their hair on fire on Saturday night because the Bears went over there during the Christmas break and put a beat down on the Preston Indians on their home court. Won by 30. I think the final score was 61-31, if I remember correctly, somewhere in that vicinity. And you know that Preston's not going to be happy with that. They're going to come in Saturday night. They're going to try to avenge that loss. So they'll be playing great. That's a traditional start time, all 3 teams. So 4:30 6 and 7:30 tips on the Saturday games versus Preston. On the air, we'll do pregame right around 7:15 on the SVI Sports Network for you. So that's what's going up this weekend. But we're about 4 minutes from tip-off of Bear Lake basketball versus the Teton Timberwolves right here from Bear Lake High School. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back, wrap up our pregame show, and get ready for tip-off right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on a LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time, and then back here when this job opened up. Being able to practice back here has always been a dream. I've been working here at the hospital for almost 10 years. What I like about family practice is you get to see a little bit of everything. And in a rural setting, you get to do a lot of things that you don't normally get to do. My passion's spending time with my family, particularly outdoors. A lot of whitewater rafting in the summer, snow skiing in the winter. What makes me feel good at the end of the day is just connecting with my patients. We look forward to seeing you and taking care of you.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit bearlakedrugid.com. That's bearlakedrugid.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Back here at Bear Lake High School, ready for the Bear Lake Bears to take on the Teton Timberwolves on a chilly but snow-free Thursday night. Mm-hmm. And if for those of you that are watching pregame and said, hey, I know there's a rule against dunking in pregame warm-ups, why isn't that being enforced? The officials have to be on the court and see it. And most teams, like Teton, are smart enough to know when those officials walk out of the locker room, it suddenly becomes a layup drill instead of the dunks. So that's why it's not because the officials are the only ones that can enforce it, and they can't enforce what they can't see.
Yep.
So we're ready for basketball. Officials are checking in at the scorer's table. Both teams coming to the benches for their warm-ups. And we're going to do the starting lineups, the national anthem. And Lisa, do you want to BS while I'm doing the introductions, or do you want to take a timeout?
Well, we can take a timeout during the national anthem, and then I will do the lineups.
All right, let's be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
My name is Benjamin Bozen. I am a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
Bear Lake High School sports on SVI are presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Mountain Valley Dental, creating healthy smiles for Bear Lake Valley and beyond. Lenhart Distributing, proud to support the Bears. Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Southeast Idaho Steel, locally produced steel signs and fixtures. And Sampson's Island Grill at 253 South 4th Street in Montpelier.
We're so gallant.
Claudia Johnson doing the national anthem tonight. And a fantastic job by her. Beautiful, beautiful voice. All right, and Tayson Saxton doing our sportsmanship announcement tonight. Just reminding the crowd you're here to cheer on the athletes, the Timberwolves from Teton and the Bear Lake Bears. And asking people to remember to be kind and to keep their comments positive and not to attack the referees. That's hard sometimes. But just reminding everyone to have good sportsmanship. This is a reminder from the Idaho High School Athletics Association, and also reminding us that all athletic activities in the state of Idaho are brought to you by Dairy West, the dairymen of Idaho. So just thankful to the dairy farmers of Idaho for bringing us all of these fun sporting events. All right. We're going to do the starting lineups for tonight. Starting with the Teton Timberwolves. Starting tonight for Teton, number 1, a senior, Luke Nelson. A junior, number 2, Drew Moss. A senior, number 3, Bradley Brown. Number 11, he's a junior, Cannon Kuntz. And a senior, number 34, Oliver Lifton. The Timberwolves are coached by Jay Silver. And starting tonight for the Bear Lake Bears, a senior, number 1, Austin Tafoya. A senior, he wears number 3. His name is Caden Anderson. A junior wearing number 22. 22. A junior wearing number 24, Tate Ewing. And a junior wearing number 30, Gavin Robinson. The Bear Lake Bears are coached by Trevor Ward, Matt Tarbett, and Nate Withrich. All right, and we are ready for Bear Lake basketball. Yeah, Jared.
Idiot PA announcer. The roster is printed wrong, and so one of the lines is wrong, and he read it wrong because he's not very bright.
Well, you were giving Brox Birch Tate Ewing's number.
Yeah, I caught myself as soon as I said it, but it was too late. It was out of the mouth.
What happened is Cameron Roberts, instead of being all on one line, it's on 2, so it messed up your numbers.
All right, Birch jumping it up against Lifton. Tip controlled by Birch. He gets it to Tafoya. The Bears will start with the possession first. Man-to-man defense extended into the backcourt even by the Timberwolves. Ewing across the top. Now it goes to Tafoya in the corner. Tafoya being defended there by Nelson. And pass is taken away. Lob play up front. And Bears will get back in transition defense. That was one of my keys to the game. That was the first opportunity for it. And they did it. Nelson will go to Kuntz. Kuntz out in three-point range. In the corner, it goes to Nelson. Nelson back up to Kuntz. Kuntz fakes the 3, drive the lane, scoop it up, miss it, but he'll go to the line. He'll shoot 2 from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
That foul goes on to Foya. That will be his first and Bear Lake's first team foul.
Kuntz was probably the most prolific of the dunkers in that pregame. He can absolutely fly. He was throwing down a lot. He did some windmills, some reverses, and he can shoot. There's the first point of the game from the foul line, the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. For all your laser cutting needs, they do wood, they do steel, make those really cool signs, and it's 2-0 as Kuntz goes 2 for 2. Birch throws it into Anderson. The Bears bring in the front court, and it's Brown on man-to-man defense. 3 regarding 3 out top to Ewing, being matched by Kuntz. Now to Tafoya with the switch. Tafoya drives the lane, kicks to Birch. Birch down the lane, jump stop, gets him in the air, but can't get it to go, and the rebound goes to Lifton. Good move by Birch. You got a good look at it, just a little bit off, too hard off the rim. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound is going to be taken down by Caden Anderson. Nice box out there by Ewing. That was, the shooter on that one. As Ewing goes to the lane, gets the bucket to go. It was Moss that missed that last three-pointer from the corner. And now Brown has it to Kuntz. He goes inside. Moss with it again. Three-pointer on the way. That one's good. Nice looking shot. Knew he was going to make one eventually. He makes his second attempt at it. It's 5-2 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard as the Timberwolves take the lead over the Bear Lake Bears. Tafoya gets it to Anderson. These Timberwolves play very pesky, man-to-man, right in your pocket the whole time. Anderson, though, down the lane. Nifty move, goes to hoop. He counted. He's fouled. He has a chance to tie it up from the foul line. Nice move by Anderson. Looked a lot like Ewing's move just a minute ago.
That foul goes on Kuntz, his first.
So with 6:08 left in this first period, Anderson at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line ties the game at 5. Bears sticking with them in the early going. 5-5 ball game, 2 minutes in on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. Kuntz to Moss, fakes the three, goes inside to Lifton, back out to Moss, and now he'll go to Kuntz. Kuntz, dribble drive, ball's knocked away, but he'll run it down and reset the offense. 14 seconds left. Brown with it. Brown's going to drive, get cut off in the key, spinning. He'll have to kick it out. Three-pointer on the way from Nelson, rims out, high, rebounds tipped out, and it's going to be taken by Moss. Now to Brown. Brown gets fouled. Caden Anderson gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
That'll be his first and second team foul for the Bears.
Caden was standing behind Brown in the zone defense and took the chance to try to reach in from behind, knock the ball away, gets caught for the reach-in. Resets the shot clock in a 5-5 game with 5:25 left. Nelson up high, lob. Oh, doesn't go. It was intended for Brown, and he's shaking his hand a little bit. I wonder if he had his hand on the rim. Bears get the rebound. Anderson's shot is missed. Rebound goes to Lifton. And here comes the Timberwolves. Kuntz down the lane. The ball was knocked away from him. He loses it. Tafoya quickly the other way. Smartly slows it up. And then the pass goes through the hands of Ewing. Here comes Nelson. Nelson to Moss. Nice block by Tafoya. It'll be Bear Lake basketball.
The smallest guy on the court with the block.
Austin Tafoya with the hustle play. And the Bears, I said create chaos.
Yeah, there
Muddy
you
the
go.
waters. That's what I meant right there. Anderson down the lane. Nice pass to
Beautiful
Ewing.
pass.
Ewing will have to bring it back out, though. It's knocked away by Nelson into the hands of Birch. Birch down the lane, all the way up with it. He's going to go to the line. He'll shoot a pair, and that one's big because of who got the foul.
It's Kuntz, and that's his second.
So that sends Brox Birch to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. He'll shoot 2. And a chance to give the Bears their first lead of the game. Big lead of the game for Teton has been 3. And the first one just a little long. And he'll have one more. Southeast Idaho Steel. Get a hold of the Crockett's. They'll hook you up. We've got a big project going with them right now, and I'm excited about it. They've got a new laser engraver. And Brox Birch gets the second one. And it's 6-5. And the Bears have the 1-point lead. Nelson with it up top. He now goes to Moss. Back to Nelson. Nelson drives. Loose ball. He gets it back. He's
Great
now tied up,
defense.
but I think they are going to call the reach in.
They are. Tafoya is going to pick up his first. That was great defense, however, by Tafoya and Robison on the inside. Coming out of the game is Moss being replaced by number, I can't see his
13.
number. 13.
Thomas. Andrew Thomas.
And coming in for the Bears, Saxton.
Saxton didn't have his jersey off. His
Tafoya.
warm-ups off, I should say. And so it took him a bit to get those tearaway pants. And the inbounds pass was supposed to be a lob. It was tipped by the Bears and stolen away. Chaos. Brox Birch with it up top, looking pump fake. Now gives it to Anderson. Anderson across the lane. Hesitation. Dribble
Great
goes to
move.
the rim. It's in. Bears up by 3. They were down to 3 at 5-2. And then Anderson gets the steal, chucks it into Saxton, back to Anderson, to Ewing.
Beautiful pass.
Ewing shot
Oh,
blocked.
how is that not a foul? Okay, that's not a foul.
The Teton's going to tell you that's the same exact play that Tafoya pulled at the other end.
True. Grant coming into the game for Kuntz.
And so the Bears get the basketball. They're up by 3 on their own baseline. 4 minutes left in this first half. Oh, Birch with the beautiful pass. Saxton can't finish. But Ewing with the putback. Tay Ewing with the putback. Bears up by 5, 10-5. Bears on an 8-0 run right now over the Timberwolves. Ball goes in the corner. Back up top to Nelson. Nelson now to Thomas. Thomas to Lifton on the baseline. Robinson on him. Lifton back up top. That's Brown. Now back inside to Lifton. Lifton spins. Kicks to Nelson. Nelson drives. Pump fake goes up with it, and it doesn't go.
He could
and
probably
that's got to
have
be a rebound foul on Bears. It is.
Yeah, I was going to say the first one could have been, I think, on Robinson with his body. But they're going to call it on Ewing. His first.
Lifton had excellent position right there. This is an interesting move.
Yeah.
They took Kuntz out to protect him after he got his second foul. He's right back in there.
Yeah, coming in for Lifton.
Ball goes in the corner to Thomas. Thomas loses it, but is able to shuffle it.
Oh, he traveled.
Over to
And he fouled.
Grant. Nelson goes down the lane, gets the bucket, gets the foul that stops the 8-0 run for the Bears. Cuts the lead to 3. He'll have a chance to cut it to 2 from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
It's good I'm not reffing. That's why I call the game and I don't ref, because really I would probably be blowing my whistle for things that I think I see. It's fine.
Nelson at the foul line misses. And then a rebound foul on Grant. Great position there by Argyle. Grant tried to go up over the top of him. Argyle held his position. And so the Bears have the basketball, still with a 3-point lead, as the 3-point play opportunity is missed with the missed foul shot from Nelson. Anderson down the lane, had it knocked away off his own knee. That's what he was trying to do with Nelson that time. Nelson did it cleanly, tapped it just enough. It went off of Anderson's leg and out of bounds. It'll be Teton basketball. 3:08 left in the first period. Bears with a 3-point lead, 10-7 over the Teton Timberwolves. Nielsen has the ball knocked away, but he gets it back. A pass in the corner. Grant for 3, misses it. Rebound, though, goes to Kuntz. Kuntz with the putback.
Great move by Kuntz.
And he gets the putback and the foul. Has a chance to tie it up from the Southeast Idaho Steel.
That foul goes on 12. Oh, Argyle in the game.
So Moss will check back in, assuming the foul shot goes in from Kuntz, for Kuntz. And Kuntz looking to tie it up from the foul line and does not. Ball is tipped out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. So Moss will check in. Kuntz will check out. Bears will have the ball. Bears have the 1-point lead. 8-0 run for the Bears is now matched by a 4-0 run the other way for Teton. But the Bears maintain that 1-point lead as we go under 3 minutes left in this first period on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. And Ewing down the lane, scoops it up, misses. Brox Birch skies high for the rebound, but his putback is blocked. And this time the rebound goes to Thomas. And here come the Timberwolves. Brown spins. Argyle ties him up.
Great
nice defense. He'll get it out to Grant. Grant's pass is tipped. Saxton tipped it. And Saxton's going to, oh, wow, had a chance to finish, fumbled the pass. Would have had the layup on the other end. And 10-9 is the score. That's a missed opportunity for the Bears. Saxton knew he was all alone, but had to be quick, and he just could not control the pass, fumbled it out of bounds. And Teton has a chance to retake the lead here, only down by a point with 2:10 left. Pass goes inside to Nelson, and he's going to have, it's going to be a jump ball. Great effort there by Argyle to tie up Nelson as he went up with it. 2:06 remaining in the first period. Nelson getting it again to Grant. Grant's shot is no good. Brox Birch will clear the boards. Hand it to Anderson. Bears quickly in the front court. Ewing with it in the corner, back up top to Anderson, who's had a good last couple games. He's been playing well. He's going to drive, stop, shoot, score! Caden Anderson gives the Bears back into a 3-point lead on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard with the long 2.
Like the screen, Argyle set there under the basket to make that possible for Anderson.
Nelson with an awesome move. Pump fake, got Argyle in the air, lays it up off the glass, cuts it to a 1-point game with 1:31 left here in the first period. Ewing with it, being defended out there by Grant. Grant knocks the ball away from behind. Thomas picks it up. It's a fast break opportunity, and it's a tip in. Grant's shot was missed, but tipped in. I think that was Kuntz that gets the tip in. And now the Teton Timberwolves back in the lead. 30-second timeout taken by the Bear Lake Bears. We'll take it with them on the SVI Sports Network. Speaking of Ace Hardware in downtown Montpelier, Coach Ken Wells, that works there at Gunderson's Ace Hardware, and his Bear Lake Bears girls team will be back in action tomorrow night from right here at the gym. They'll be hosting the American Falls Beavers. We'll have that game. 7 o'clock tip-off, 6:45 pregame. In this one's been a fun first quarter. Bears trailed just by 1. They've led by as many as 5. They've trailed by as many as 3. It's been a streaky game, and right now the Bears have the ball. It's a chance to retake the lead. Ewing with it on the perimeter. He'll come up top to Argyle. Argyle will go to Anderson. Anderson will drive, go back to Saxton. Saxton, baseline. Nice pass inside to Argyle. And Argyle lost his footing, kind of rolled his ankle, and that's a travel call, so a turnover on the Bears. He made a good pump fake, and he had a man that he was going to dish it to. Probably would have been an easy look for Birch, but unable to keep his foot. Gets called for the travel. And with 45 seconds left as they come across the half court, the Teton Timberwolves look to extend their 1-point lead. Nelson with it, baseline. Going to chuck it out to Kuntz. Kuntz for 3, no good. And coming flying in for the rebound is a new Timberwolf in there. He misses. That was Haskell. Rebound to the Bears. Now Saxton quickly to Birch. Birch down the lane, tries to dish it to Argyle. Great defense there by Brown to take away. Now last shot opportunity if they want it. Haskell instead will shoot the 3, misses everything, and the Bears can take the last shot and retake the lead if they choose to. 12 seconds as Anderson brings in the front court. Nelson picks him up. This has been very effective for Bear Lake. Anderson down the lane, going to kick in the corner. Ewing will shoot the 3, no good, and we got a 3-point opportunity from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
That goes on 3. Brown, his first.
And you never foul a shooter, right? Not when they're shooting out that far. And it will send Tate Ewing to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. He'll shoot 3 as he was shooting a USAVE Phillips 66 3-point shot. First one hits every part of the rim and then rolls off. 1.5 seconds left. He'll have 2 more. One will tie it. Both of them will give the Bears the lead. And it'll probably be the score that goes into the second quarter with only 1.5 seconds left. Ewing's second one also no good. He'll have one more. That one was just long. So let's see if he can tie it from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. And finds the bottom of the net that time. And we're tied at 13 as it's just a chuck up from Bradley Brown at the buzzer. No good. And the Bears and the Timberwolves tied at 13. We'll be back with the second quarter in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
Go here, go there, go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Starters back on the court for the Bear Lake Bears. Tafoya out there with Anderson, Ewing, Birch, and Robison. Nelson out there with Haskell, Kuntz, Brown, and Lifton. Ewing into the corner, gets double teamed. He'll dish it to Anderson. Anderson will come back outside to Ewing. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ewing to Anderson. Anderson, quick three. Yes! You say Phillips 66, 3-point make.
Anderson with the hot
Caden
hand.
Anderson. Yeah, how many points already?
Anderson is at 10.
And he just knocked the ball away and out of bounds. So he's having a good night again. He was leading scorer the other night in the win against Grace with 18. He's got double digits already. Bears up by 3, 16-3. Lifton with it inside. Back out to Brown. Now to Kuntz. Now to Nelson. Baseline. Haskell. Corner three. No. A rebound foul over the back. Nice position by Brox Birch. That
foul goes on Lifton, his first.
So Brox Birch with a great position inside. Lifton tried to go up high to get it and gets whistled for the foul. Robison with it, driving on Lifton, and he drug his foot. And he gets called for the travel. So Bear Lake turnover.
Cameron Roberts will come into the game for Robison.
So smaller lineup now. That moves Caden Anderson down low as Tafoya and Roberts will be up top. Quick three on the way, yes.
Pretty shot by Brown.
That was just a quick catch and release, and it ties the game at 16. And just long on his three attempt at the other end. Cameron Roberts tried the same thing. It was a good look. Just over the top, rimmed out. Rebound to the Timberwolves. Kuntz with it. He'll go to Nelson. Nelson cross court down to Brown. Now down low to Lifton. Lifton tries to go inside. Great hands by Brox Birch. Gets the steal. He'll bring it in the front court. Bears have a chance to retake the lead. Ooh, might have drug his foot.
Yeah.
No call there. Anderson's fouled.
Nelson went for the ball. Looked like he was maybe going to get it, but he's called for the foul instead.
Anderson did what a lot of younger players fail to do a lot of times. When you can see that defender coming in for the pass, instead of letting the pass come to you, letting them pick it off, he stepped in front of the pass to the pass and thus drew the foul. Roberts with it. He's going to bounce pass it in the corner to Tafoya. Tafoya dribbles past Haskell, now goes to Roberts, to Anderson, to Tafoya, baseline. Tafoya back up to Anderson. Anderson looking inside. Dribble drive, gets in trouble, but he goes to Ewing. Ewing pump fakes down the lane, up and no good. Rebound to Nelson. Good look. And with 2 minutes left, 2 minutes gone so far in this second quarter. We're tied at 16 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Up top, it goes to Haskell, now to Kuntz. Kuntz dribble down the lane, jump stop, turn, shoots, leaves it short. Rebound tipped out to Brown, whom Brown throws it to Coach Trevor Ward. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. I think Haskell was there, and Haskell cleared to the elbow to try to set up for a shot, and the pass goes out of bounds. Tafoya going to go to the rim. Teardrop doesn't fall. And a quick rebound and a foul. Brown secured the rebound.
Tafoya, was that on him? That's his third.
Yes, it is.
Saxton in the game for Tafoya.
16-16, we're all knotted up. If you would have told me this pregame, I wouldn't have believed you. The Bears are playing great defense, keeping the high-flying, explosive Teton offense under control. As Brown goes down the lane, throws it away, and it's going to be Haskell's going to save it. Goes up top to Kuntz, 13-second shot clock. Kuntz down the lane, goes to Grant. Grant travels with it. Bears triple teamed him. He had nowhere to go, and he shuffled his feet.
Again, great defensive effort by the Bears. Coming into the game is Thomas replacing Haskell.
You're starting to see a little bit of frustration on some of these Teton Timberwolves. I think they expected a game just like they had up in Teton, where they dominated from the opening tip. And the Bears playing great defense. Saxton down the lane. Runner's good. Jaden Saxton gives the Bears the 2-point lead. 4:51 left in the first half. Bounce pass over to Nelson. Drives, spins. What a move.
Yeah, great move by Nelson to get inside.
You don't see too many high school players that can pull off that spin move and kiss it off the glass. Anderson, Roberts in the corner, blocked by Nelson, but it'll be Bear Lake basketball. That's athleticism there. That was a good look in the corner from Roberts. Mm-hmm. A lot of times that's a clean look, and he's very, very capable of making that shot, but Nelson came over on the help defense, left his man to Anderson after Anderson made the pass and was able to block the shot. Nice pass by Roberts. Ewing! Roberts with the assist. Ewing gives the Bears the 2-point lead again, or ties it back up. No, 2-point lead. Mm-hmm. I was right. 20-18 on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. You can count on them to care. Visit blmhospital.com. Corner 3 on the way. Thomas. No. Rebound. Brox Birch.
He's dominating on the boards tonight.
Birch will hand it to Roberts. Roberts will come across the top. Bounce pass to Ewing. Ewing fakes on Kuntz and then gives it to Saxton. Saxton being harassed by Nelson. He'll bounce pass to Anderson. Anderson to the hoop again. Oh, this time the finger roll doesn't go. Good move by Anderson. Get himself there. The finger roll rims out. Kuntz at the other end. Double teamed. And Saxton knocks it away. Roberts is going to save it. And it's going to be Bear Lake basketball. Hustle play. I'm going to call that the hustle play of the game. We don't have a sponsor for that.
We need
I don't know.
We need one.
Roberts or Saxton, who do you give that hustle play to?
I don't know.
They both were incredible. Didn't give up on that play when it could have easily just been out of bounds. Give up on it.
Lifting back into the game, replacing Kuntz.
Roberts with it on the perimeter. Going to go inside to Birch. Birch tries to spin down the lane, taken away by Nelson. But they're going to, Teton just throws it away. One of my keys to the game was to get back on defense in the transition. I don't think that I remember a single transition bucket so far in the first half for the Teton Timberwolves. The Bears in the game at 20-18, and a lot of that is that hustle. Love to see it. Bears up by 2 with 3:20 left in the first. Back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support Western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Back to live action. Bears lead it by 2. They have the basketball here deep in the second quarter with 3:15 left. Caden Anderson is going to drive, kicking the corner. Roberts, three-pointer on the way. Yes! You say Phil 66, three-point make. Cameron Roberts, Bears up by 5. Quickly up ahead to Thomas. He tries to answer from 3. He does.
Yes.
You
Same
say
spot.
Phil 66, where your convenience is our pleasure. Live to the full, one on each end, and it's a 2-point game, 23-21. Anderson down the lane, kicks to Roberts in the corner again. 2 for 2. No, that one misses. Rebound, long rebound to Moss, and Moss is going to be fouled.
Yeah, that's going to go on Saxton, I believe. I'm pretty positive. Yeah, his first. And the second team foul for the Bears in the quarter. Coming out is Brown. Back into the game is Kuntz.
Roberts almost went 2 for 2 from the exact same spot. It was a good look, and the rebound went to the Timberwolves, who are now going to try to tie or take the lead. This has been a back-and-forth affair. Bears have led us by as many as 5. Timberwolves by as many as 2. Nice defense. Bears get the steal. Ewing tipped it into the hands of Birch. And now Roberts will get it to Anderson. Bears have a chance to extend their 2-point lead 23-21, 2:15 left. Over to Birch. Birch down the lane, kicks it to Roberts. Roberts dribble handoff to Saxton. Saxton is going to go down the lane, scoop it to Anderson. Anderson's had the hot hand. He's got 10. He goes to Roberts. Roberts will hand to Saxton. Tough defense. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Saxton now to Ewing. Ewing shoots, misses. Rebound is going to be tipped out but taken by Thomas. Quickly up ahead. Anderson breaks it up. On the floor, hustle. Roberts gets it to Anderson. Another hustle play by Roberts. Birch at the other end misses, but the Bears are going to get the rebound. Pass into Birch for the layup.
Beauty!
Saxton with the layup. Bears up by 4. 1:32 left in the half.
That was a beautiful assist by Saxton over to Birch. Birch right where he needed to be.
Nelson, long three, yes.
Yeah, pretty.
There's a UCA Phil 66 three-point shot to cut the lead to just one. 25-24, though, in favor of the Bears. And Nelson goes for the steal, can't get it. Anderson chases it down near the sideline. And now Nelson gets charged.
Yeah, he grabbed a hold of him there. That's his second.
He doesn't like it. He asked the referee how. The referee said, no, you grabbed his hand.
Brown and Haskell into the game, coming out Thomas and Kuntz.
Roberts will inbound in front of the Bear Lake student section. Bears up by 1:09 left in the first half. Roberts will get it into Anderson, the backcourt. Bears have 35-second shot clock, 1:05 game clock. Up top to Brox Birch, being defended out there by Moss. Now to Saxton. Saxton is going to dribble the lane and go to Ewing, top of the key. Ewing will hand to, have the ball knocked away. Nelson, great turnaround and pass, but Birch is going to, again, transition defense. Brown was on his way for a two-handed dunk, and Birch said, no, you don't, not in my house. Knocked the ball away.
Brox needs to come out. He's saying, I can't breathe, coach. Has he got asthma? Or
no,
did he get hit?
I think he got hit.
All right.
I think as he blocked that shot, he got hit. He'll check out after his first foul shot for the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Brown thought he had himself a dunk. Instead, he's going to have to earn it. Ties the game now at 25. 44 seconds left in the half. Robinson will check in for Birch. And back at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line is Bradley Brown. Can give the 1 point lead back to the Timberwolves, and he does.
Good
Bears
shooter.
Basketball down by a point, 26-25. Anderson down the lane, kicks it to Ewing. Ewing down the lane. He has the ball knocked away, taken away, and then Nelson's fouled. That's okay. I know that Saxon was was upset that he got whistled for the foul, but it actually probably saved the Bears points right there, as I'm pretty sure that was going to be an easy layup. It was a 2-on-1 opportunity, and so now the Timberwolves can work for a last shot if they choose to. No shot clock, 31 seconds on the game clock. Nelson to Haskell. Haskell down low to Moss. Up top to Nelson. Over to Kuntz. Kuntz takes a dribble in the key. Now back out to Nelson. They're staying on the perimeter. 19 seconds left. Nelson will now back it out near midcourt. He'll drive on Saxon. Stop at the three-point line. Go to Haskell. Haskell dribble drive back up top. Kuntz. Kuntz down the lane. Nice dish. And a bucket.
Wow, that was a great move.
Moss finishes at the rim. 5 seconds left. Bears will have to get a quick one up. It'll be Anderson off the backboard. No good. It's a 3-point lead at halftime by the Timberwolves, but I'll take it. What a first half by the Bears. We talked about it pregame. We talked about my key to the game was create chaos, and that's what the Bears have done defensively. They've not allowed those transition threes that the Timberwolves, transition layups, transition dunks, the transition threes that the Timberwolves rely on to build their momentum, to get the crowd out of it if they're on the road, in it if they're at home. And instead, the Bear Lake Bears have done their job on both ends of the court. 28-25, best half of basketball all year for the Bear Lake Bears.
Without a doubt. I love what we're seeing, playing together, looking for the open man, and like you said, creating chaos. And the Bears are playing outstanding in the first half. I hope they keep it going.
And for those of you that are saying, is it really that big of a deal that they're down by 3? Why are you so excited about this game? So any of you that were here last night watch the Bear Lake Bears win by 34 points over the Snake River Panthers, absolutely dominate from tip to tip. That is what happened to these boys from Bear Lake boys when they played at Teton. Yeah. And furthermore, if you go by the rankings and all that, that's what should be happening.
Yeah.
Snake River pulling off the upset last night would have been less surprising, actually, by the Max Preps rankings than what is going on right now with the boys only being down by 3 and having a lead of as many as 5 points in the first half against this Teton Timberwolf team. This team is legit. Teton's legit. They are state champion contenders, and that's what they believe, and that's the way they play with confidence. And for the Bears to be sticking with them and playing like this, wow, what a first half.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, let's take a 2-minute break. We got to catch our breath because it's been a fun one. We'll come back. We'll give you the first half stats right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Go here, go there, go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support Western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Sorry, we're back at halftime. The Bear Lake Bears trailing the Teton Timberwolves by 3. But the best half of basketball of the season for the Bear Lake Bears in that first half, the legendary coach Laura Kamick came behind the table during that break, and she's like, that's the best half of basketball I've seen from these boys yet. And I agree 100%. And they're down by 3, but they led by as many as 5. Early on, when Timberwolves took a 5-2 lead, it looked like they had the momentum. They made a wide open 3. They pushed that lead to 5-2. And the Bears have never given up. The hustle that we've seen from some of these Bear Lake Bears in that first half. Roberts and Saxon particularly had 2 plays in a row that their hustle led to easy buckets, and I love to see it. But it's a team effort. I call out those 2 simply because there was 2 plays in a row at a stretch where the Bears actually built up to a 4-point lead. That was just awesome, and it was fun to see in that first half, the hustle. And then your key to the game. My key to the game was create chaos, which the Bears have done. Your key to the game was to play together, and they've also done that. That's what's set this team apart these last couple of games is the team play, the hustle, the fight, the effort, the energy, and the team play. And they've taken it to a level we hadn't seen from these guys yet this year, and it's been awesome.
The energy in the gym is amazing as well. You know, they're playing together better, they're working harder, they're creating the energy, the crowd is feeding off of it, they're creating energy, which in turn then again is helping the team feed off of it. It's just a cycle. And it's super fun. It's comfortable to watch. It's exciting. You want to be on your feet and yelling. That's what they've created in this gym tonight. I love it.
Fantastic first half. Lisa, who did the damage starting with the Teton Timberwolves?
All right, 9 points for Nelson. He also has 3 steals and 1 assist. I'm surprised. I would have thought he had more steals than that because it feels like he's everywhere. He's an incredible ball player. 5 points for Moss, 5 for Brown, 6 for Kuntz, 3 for Thomas. That's their 28 points. They're shooting 43% overall, 6 for 11, 54% from the 2-point range, 4 for 12, 33% from the 3-point line, and 66%, they're 4 out of 6 from the foul line. They have 14 rebounds, 4 offensive, 10 defensive rebounds, 4 steals as a team. They also have 5 turnovers. Fouls, Nelson with 2, Kuntz with 2, then Brown, Grant, and Lifton each with 1. For the Bear Lake Bears, leading in the scorers column, Anderson with 10 points, followed by Ewing with 7, 3 for Birch, 3 for Roberts, 2 for Saxton. They are shooting 45% overall. That's very even. 45% for the Bears. I believe it was 43% for Teton, so very even shooting. 8 out of 18, 44% from the 2-point range for the Bears. 2 for 4, 50% from the 3-point line, and 3 out of 6, 50% from the foul line. 11 rebounds for the Bears, 3 offensive, 8 defensive rebounds. They have 7 steals. They have 8 turnovers. Tafoya, 3 fouls already on Tafoya. He's going to have to be really careful here in the second half. Anderson has 1, Saxton with 2, Argyle with 1, and Ewing with 1. And they were dead even in the scorers column, 13-13 in the first quarter, and in the second quarter, Teton outscored the Bears 15-12. Very close game in the first half. Score 28-25 in favor of the Timberwolves.
Yeah, what an amazing first half. We've said that several times, but this is what we've been expecting all year from the Bear Lake Bears, and they're showing it tonight. We're going to take another 60-second break. We'll come back with the third quarter as both teams come out of the locker room. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. We have very competent and successful providers that provide the best care possible. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. As a hospital, we're really proud of what we are able to provide. It's an all-encompassing department that is very, very much needed. Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
I hope you're ready. Buckle up for this second half. That first half was fun. Both of our keys to the game came true in the first half. If they come true in the second half, who knows what could happen. You said play as a team. They did. I said create chaos. Don't allow those transition points. They did, and I love to see it. Yep. This has been a huge step forward for the Bear Lake Bears. We'll hope they can continue it. They play like this Saturday night in Firth, and I think Firth will have a surprise, as Bears were in the game against Firth here at home anyway, till late in the game when some foul shots at the end made the score a little bit lopsided. But this version of the Bear Lake Bears is the best we've seen, and this is a version that can play with anybody in our district for sure. And as Teton comes in as the number 2 ranked team, and deservedly so, in the state, Bears shown that they, when they play their game, can play with just about anybody. 28-25, Teton will have the ball. Starters back on the court for both teams. Goes to Brown. Brown back up top to Kuntz. Kuntz to Nelson. In the corner, it goes to Moss. Up top, Kuntz fakes the 3. He'll drive, kick it back out to Brown. Brown to Nelson. Bears defense has been stout tonight. Kuntz goes inside to Brown. Brown spins down the lane, turnaround shot up and in. That's height.
Yep.
He had Tafoya on him. He knew that was a mismatch. He took advantage of it. He's got probably an 18-inch height advantage. I don't know if that's quite accurate, but it
Pretty
seems
close,
like it on
yeah.
Tafoya. Tafoya, the shortest guy on the court, and Brown is the tallest, as Brox Birch has the ball knocked away from behind by Moss. It goes out of bounds. It'll still be Bear Lake basketball. 5-point game, 30-25, with 7:20 remaining in the third quarter here on the SVI Sports Network and your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard.
Something on the court.
And Kuntz picks it up. Nice jump shot to Cameron Crane, who will take it and throw it in the garbage. I think it was a piece of gum, if I'm honest. Brox Birch gets it to Tafoya on the inbound. Now back to Birch on the elbow. He'll go to Robinson, over to Anderson. Anderson to Ewing. A lot of passing, a lot of cutting on this offense this time. 10 seconds
on the shot clock.
Inside to Birch. Birch
6.
down the lane. Scoop and score.
Great move by Birch.
Brox Birch, who had a great first half on the boards, gets himself on the scoreboard in the second half with a 30-20 little jumper, 30-27. Three-point shot misses by Brown. Anderson with the rebound for the Bears. Bears can cut this lead to 1 or even tie it with a 3. Ewing will go down the lane, jump, miss. I think that might have been slightly tipped by Clifton. Rebound to the Timberwolves. Quickly in transition, Nelson all the way down the lane with it out to Brown. Now to Moss.
Undefended.
No good. Rebound tipped by over to Kuntz. That was tipped by Brown. Nelson drives, shoots, misses. And the rebound this time, Clifton. That's just height. Ewing had decent position. Clifton's just taller. And it goes back to 5-point game. Inside it goes to Anderson. Anderson up and over and in. Nice shot by Anderson. He's got a dozen 3-point game. 6:02 left. So 2 minutes in, we're right where we were at halftime. 3-point game. Brown looking inside to Clifton. Now to Kuntz in the corner. Back up top, Nelson. Straight away for 3. Miss it. Brox Birch on the rebound. Nelson was wide open. He doesn't miss those very often. Tate Ewing with it on the elbow. He'll drive on Kuntz. Get to the rim. Oh, just a little bit too far under. And then quickly up ahead. There's a transition layup. I think that's probably the first time in the entire game that they've been able to get a leak out and get that transition bucket. And it's now a 5-point game. Quick timeout taken by the Timberwolves. We'll take it with them. It is a 30-second timeout on the SVI Sports Network.
Nice job, Martin. Looking good. Oh, it's the funny car guy.
Hey, you got Napa know-how too, huh? Yep.
Well, Martin does go 200 miles an hour. Ron breaks 300 in 4 seconds. Yeah, in a straight line. That's real hard. You drive in a circle. You don't even steer. Look at me.
Hey, you
I
two.
turn left.
Don't make me go get my can.
Your can's old.
Quiet! Matlock's on! That's Daryl's can.
Boogity, boogity!
Here at Bear Lake High School, the Timberwolves out to just a 5-point lead on the Bear Lake Bears. And Bears have the ball, chance to cut into that. This has been a fun, exciting game. We didn't know what to expect. The game in Teton was a blowout for the Timberwolves. The Bears have done everything they can to stay into it. Now, Ewing gets trapped baseline, throws it away. Moss quickly up ahead to Kuntz. Bears back, though, on transition defense. Kuntz down the lane, spins, shoots, no good. Robinson with the rebound. And here comes Tafoya. The Bear Lake crowd into it. Ewing with it on the elbow. He'll drive baseline. Nice help defense. Nice pass.
Beautiful pass.
Brox Birch with the finish.
And that's exactly what we're talking about. Looking for the man open. Beautiful pass and assist by Ewing.
Ewing drew the double team, found his buddy, and Birch finishes. Now Birch knocks it away from Lifton. Lifton gets it back, spin, up and in.
Great move by Lifton to make that work.
And that was good defense by the Bears. Lifton just made it happen. Quickly up ahead to Birch. Birch down the lane, spins. Lifton's going to get called for the blocking foul. Birch would have liked to be able to go up with that, get the and one, but it was on the ground.
That's Lifton's second first team foul in the quarter.
4:34 left in the third period. Bears down by 5, but they have the basketball. Tafoya inbounds in the corner to Ewing. Ewing gets double teamed. Kuntz reaches in, gets the tie up. It'll stay Bear Lake basketball. With the height and length
Yeah.
this team has. You can't afford to get in the corner and get into a double team. It's not going to go well for you. This time the inbounds will come to Ewing. He avoids the double team, goes down the lane. He's fouled. He'll go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
That foul goes on Kuntz, his third.
Interesting chant from their student section after a foul call. Usually you don't. I don't know.
I
Sorry.
couldn't understand it, so that's fine.
Ewing at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line gets the bucket.
Saxton coming in for Tafoya.
4:27 left in the third period. Just a 4-point game, 36-32 as Tate Ewing. And the student section starting to go back and forth here. Ewing's second foul shot is good. We're right back to a 3-point game. It's where we were at halftime. So nearly 4 minutes of play, nothing's changed. It's only a 3-point game. Nelson with it up top. He'll go to Brown. Brown on the wing still. Now to Nelson, into Kuntz. Kuntz down the lane, and he's going to...
I don't know. They're going to call that on Anderson, his second.
That was I'm not saying that it wasn't a foul, but he waited until the travel happened before he called the foul. I think that's one. If he doesn't travel, he probably doesn't blow the whistle for the foul. Lob comes into nobody, but Brown will run it down at half court and maintain possession. 4:09 left as Brown drives the lane, loses the ball, so he'll have to kick it out to Nelson. Nelson will back it out, looks at the three, misses the three. Rebound by Ewing, and he's fouled.
Bears working hard underneath that basket.
Brox Birch and Tate Ewing have been amazing on the boards considering the huge size disadvantage they have. And here comes Caden Anderson, who's had a fantastic game, goes to Brox Birch. Birch will drive, and he'll have to kick it out top to Saxton. Saxton will kick it to Robinson. Robinson for three. I thought he had it. And Kuntz will secure the rebound. Gavin Robinson almost had himself a UCF Phil 66 three-pointer that would have tied us up. Nelson down the lane, kicks in the corner. Brown for three. No good. Rebound to Anderson, and he's fouled. And that's big.
That goes on Kuntz. That's his fourth.
Kuntz,
that is very big.
Kuntz frustrated. That was a heads-up play by Anderson. As he came down with the ball, he had the rebound secured. He could feel Kuntz's arm reaching in, so he kind of trapped his arm in there, which made the foul so you couldn't help but call it as it drug Anderson to the ground and, definitely changed his momentum. So Kuntz goes to the bench with 4 fouls here in the third quarter, and Robinson with the ball up top for the Bears. 18-second shot clock. They got plenty of time in the corner to Ewing. He drives the baseline up. Misses it. I think he thought he was closer than he was. Left it short. Nelson the other way. Quick three on the way. No good. Rebound by Anderson again. Here comes the Bears with a chance again to cut into the lead or even tie it. Anderson will kick it to Birch. Birch down the lane. Gets his man. What a move! Brox Birch cuts it to one.
Wow.
36-35.
That was a beautiful move by Birch.
And now in the corner, Thomas to lifting up top to Nelson. Nelson down the lane. His shot no good. Rebound. It's going to be out of bounds off of Robinson.
Haskell coming into the game to replace Brown. And for the Bears, Argyle will come in and give Robinson a breather.
Nelson will inbound baseline. 2:26 left in the third quarter. A 1-point game, 36-35. Nelson still hasn't got it in.
Close to 5 there.
Has to get it up top to Thomas finally. Thomas to Nelson, back to Thomas. Thomas fakes, drives, kicks back out to Haskell. Now to Nelson, Lifton, baseline. Lifton just going to go to the rim, use his height. Can't get it to go. Ewing tips it over to Birch. The Bears get the rebound. Bears can take the lead here late in the third quarter. 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Saxton with it, being harassed by Haskell. He'll get it to Anderson out up top. They'll reset the offense. Plenty of time. Anderson down the lane.
Yeah.
He traveled with it.
He did.
He lost control of the ball. It got tipped. He lost control of it, caused him to lose his footing. Grant checks in. So Grant out there with Thomas, Nelson, Haskell, and Moss for the Timberwolves. Moss, cross court to Thomas. He'll drive back to Moss. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss the three. Rebound is going to be tipped to Moss. He'll shoot another three. He'll miss this one. Birch will get the rebound this time. So Bears again with a chance to take the lead. Kick it to Ewing. Ewing in the corner, going to drive the lane. Elevate, block, but Argyle there for the rebound. Dishes it to Saxton. Saxton will try to go to Birch. That was just good defense there to knock it away. Here come the Timberwolves the other way. Thomas will kick back out. Moss, now Nelson. Nelson drives, kicks in the corner. Haskell, three. That one's good. Good ball movement. It's back to a 4-point game at 39-35 with 1 minute left in the third. As Bears had a couple opportunities to retake the lead. Now they're down by 4. Pass cross court to Anderson. Nice move. Gets it to the hoop. Misses. And rebound comes off to Thomas. And 43 seconds left in the third quarter. 4-point lead for the Timberwolves. Thomas with it in the corner. He'll come back up top. Nelson. Nelson to Moss in the corner. Haskell, three on the way. No good. Rebound to Ewing. Bears can take the last shot if they work for it. They've got 23 seconds left as Ewing comes in the front court. No shot clock. Ewing will go to Birch. Birch will back it out. 16 seconds. Haskell inside, knocked away. Argyle saves it, but then steps out of bounds. Yeah. So with 10 seconds left in the period, just a 1-point advantage compared to halftime, 39-35, a 4-point advantage overall on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. The Timberwolves will work for a last shot to try to extend their lead going into the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's
Nelson goes down the lane, spins,
Great
up and
move.
in.
Great spin move by Nelson.
Anderson shoots from half court, almost gets it to go, but it'll be a 6-point lead going into the fourth quarter. 41-35, we'll have that fourth quarter in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on an LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time, and then back here when this job opened up. Being able to practice back here has always been a dream. I've been working here at the hospital for almost 10 years. What I like about family practice is you get to see a little bit of everything. And in a rural setting, you get to do a lot of things that you don't normally get to do. My passion's spending time with my family, particularly outdoors. A lot of whitewater rafting in the summer, snow skiing in the winter. What makes me feel good at the end of the day is just connecting with my patients. We look forward to seeing you and taking care of you.
We're back at Bear Lake High School, fourth quarter set to start. Bears down by 6.
Tafoya back in the game for Argyle.
And so that means the starters are on the court for the Bear Lake Bears. Best game of the year so far for Bear Lake. You say, well, they're down by 6. They've got some wins. What do you mean best game of the year? They haven't played a game like this against this level of competition. As Nelson's three-pointer is hard off the side of the rim and ricochets out of bounds. Bears will have possession and just a 6-point deficit against one of the best teams in the entire state at this level. And one of the better teams. I bet they could compete with a lot of teams in the state at any level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Robinson over to Tafoya. Great ball movement around the perimeter. Now Ewing will drive baseline, get himself to the hoop. Got some contact. Couldn't get the foul or the shot. Rebound to Brown. Brown down the lane. He'll kick in the corner. Grant for 3. No good. Rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Brock Birch. 7:21 left. Just a 2-possession game here in the fourth quarter. Pass comes in to Haskell. Haskell, quick little 2. About a 15-footer. 8 points is the biggest lead of the game for either team. At 43-35, Caden Anderson leading scorer for the Bears in this one so far goes to Tate Ewing. Ewing is going to bounce it to Robinson. Robinson over to Tafoya. Tafoya drives, kicks in the corner to Birch. Birch, nice little pass to Ewing. Ewing gets down the lane. He'll go to the line.
Ooh.
Nice play by Birch to get the pass to Ewing. Ewing with the cut. The double team comes, but late, and picks up the foul.
Great sportsmanship out there on the court. Brown picks up. Is it Brown?
Yes, Brown number 3. That's his 4th. Kuntz with 4 and Brown for 4.
I only have him for 2. They gave that to the wrong Anderson.
The wrong number 3?
Yep. To the wrong number 3, yes. Roberts coming into the game, replacing Tafoya.
So Ewing from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line misses the first. He'll have one more. 6:55 remaining in the game. Bears just down 6. Sorry, 8. I can math. 43-35. His second shot is good. And here comes Nelson with the ball. Nelson has not come out of this game much for the Timberwolves.
Great defense by
Brown
Robinson.
down the lane. Yeah, Robinson cut him off. He'll have to come back out. Moss will shoot the 3, leave it short. Rebound, though, is tipped out to Nelson. They'll have a reset. Nelson down the lane. He's cut off. He'll have to kick it back out. Now Haskell thinks about the 3, drives instead, stumbles, and now he'll have to kick it back out in the corner to Brown. Brown down the lane. How'd he get that in?
Got that in there over the top of Robinson. That was great defense by the Bears.
9-point lead for the Timberwolves. That was great defense, and Nelson knocks it away out of bounds. Yeah. I really thought the Bears had got to stop there because they would have had the rebound. They had the position, and somehow Brown muscled that up over the top of the rim and in. Anderson with it near half court. Drives past Nelson. Now he'll go down the lane.
Oh, he traveled, I believe.
And they don't call the travel, but he misses the layup, and the rebound goes to Moss. Moss will go to Nelson. Nelson in the corner kicks back out. Haskell, long 3. Yes. Now the shots are starting to fall. Yep. And now the game's getting a little bit more lopsided. 48-36. Roberts being defended by Haskell. Now he goes to Ewing. Ewing down the lane. And he's going to kick inside to Birch. Birch turnaround, spin, up, in. Foul! Count it!
Good job by Birch.
Nice pass by Ewing. Nice finish by Birch. It's the reverse. Earlier it was Birch that got it to Ewing for the great finish.
Right. Haskell picking up his first. Saxton coming back into the game for Roberts. Saxton is the spark. Let's see if he can get him going again here on this.
Couple times this year. He's definitely been the defensive spark, made some hustle plays. And Brock's Birch at the foul line. And can't complete the 3-point play, but he gets the rebound. Gets his own rebound. Quickly it goes inside to Saxton. He'll come back outside to Ewing. Ewing.
Go.
They'll give him his left hand. He takes it, then kicks it back out to Birch. Anderson down the lane. Ball's knocked away, but the hustle play on the floor, jump ball. Bears will keep it. Anderson with the hustle play to keep possession there as that ball had been knocked out away on the dribble drive. There's an art to being able to tip that ball from behind without getting whistled from the foul, and Teton is good at it.
Yes, they are.
Saxton will come in the corner to Ewing, now to Birch. Birch, tries to get it to Robinson. That was a good idea, but it was tipped on the pass attempt. Goes out of bounds. It'll still be Bear Lake basketball. 10-point game, 5:06 remaining. Saxton in the corner. Anderson, quick release on the 3. Yes! You say Phillips 66, long ball for Caden Anderson.
Anderson now with 15.
Live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. You say Phillips 66, sponsoring the 3-point shot. Nelson down the lane. He'll kick it to Brown. Brown will try to answer. He does.
And he does.
There's another You say Phillips 66 long ball, just like that, back up to 10. We knew they could shoot like that. In the first half, the Bears' defense wasn't allowed. In the second half, those shots are going down.
Brown with 12 points of his own.
Robinson with the nice move, but he traveled.
I think he anticipated the contact, so he waited, and thus turnover.
Got the easy bucket, but he just drugged that pivot foot just a little bit. 10-point game, under 4.5 to play. And Brown will go in the corner to Kuntz. He lobs it up top to Nelson. Now back to Brown. In the corner, Kuntz. Kuntz looking inside. He'll get it to Moss. Moss comes across the lane, shuffles it back to Kuntz. Kuntz down the lane. Back to Haskell. Haskell will drive, dish,
Great
score.
Great dish.
Nice pass from Haskell to find Brown. And Coach Trevor Ward will take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
It is 4:02 remaining on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard, and your score 53-41 in favor of the Teton Timberwolves. The Bears have played a fantastic basketball game tonight against one of the best teams in the state as Saxton runs back down the errant pass. And now he'll get it to Ewing. Ewing drives. He'll have to back it out. Nice defense there by the Timberwolves. Kuntz out there with 4 fouls. But he's playing some pretty solid defense anyway. Anderson will get the switch, and he'll elevate from 3. No, leaves it just short. I thought that was going to go right off the front of the rim and out. Here come the Timberwolves. Nelson now to Haskell. Haskell, long 3. No good. Rebound. Anderson had it, but he fumbled it away. Kuntz will get it, and Kuntz throws it over to Moss in the corner. Moss draws a crowd. Threw it away, but he was fouled. He tried to go to Kuntz. Brox Burchett stepped in and had a chance to at least get the tie off, if not the steal.
That foul goes on Ewing, and that's his second. Tafoya back in the game for Robinson. That is a size difference.
Yes,
change.
it is.
Wow.
And Nelson will inbound baseline. Gets it to Kuntz. Kuntz
Great.
with the layup. Nice
pass.
cut. Nice time, well-timed pass. Nice cut to the hoop and a left-hand layup. And biggest lead of the game is at 14. I think the final score is going to make this game look way more lopsided than it was as Anderson gets it to Birch. Back to Anderson. He gets it up and in. Nice move by Anderson. Caden Anderson scoring tonight. Again, leading scorer on the court for the Bears with 17. 12-point game.
Oh,
and Moss sets the screen. Over in the corner, it goes to Haskell up top to Brown. Brown for the 3. No good. Brox Birch with another rebound. He'll get it to Caden Anderson. Anderson into the front court with it to Tafoya. Nice bounce pass down to Birch. Birch turns around. Nelson just reaches in with the help defense. And then a dunk attempt at the other end. Caden Anderson knocks the ball away, so Kuntz will have to go and earn it from the foul line.
Caden picks up his 3rd foul.
I think the best stat of the night, number of dunks by Teton, is at 0.
Right.
Kuntz gets the foul shot to go. I really thought that with the size and speed advantage that Teton had, they'd have at least a few opportunities. And hustle plays just like that by Anderson have not allowed it to happen. Make them earn it from the foul line. Nothing dirty, but just don't give them the easy looks. Don't give them those easy dunks that build momentum. Kuntz goes 2 for 2 from the Southeast Idaho foul line. Southeast Idaho Steel. Contact the Crockett's. If you want something laser engraved, you've got a wood project or metal project you're looking for, as Ewing just goes down the lane and finger rolls it in. Bears refusing to go away.
Yep.
Brown will kick it to Nelson. Nelson will try the 3. Yes. Nelson with the U-save. Phillips 66 3-point shot. Like I was saying just a minute ago, I think the scoreboard is going to make it look like it was an easy win for Teton, but I think they're going to know they were in a game as Tafoya's shot rolls off. Kuntz with the rebound. He'll bring it in the front court. Under 2 minutes left in the corner to Moss. Out top, Brown. Now to Coots straight away from 3, no good. Rebound to Ewing. And Ewing is going to give it to Birch, and then a timeout taken smartly by Coach Ward as Ewing was in trouble. 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake High School sports on SVI are presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Mountain Valley Dental, creating healthy smiles for Bear Lake Valley and beyond. Lenhart Distributing, proud to support the Bears. Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Southeast Idaho Steel, locally produced steel signs and fixtures. And Sampson's Island Grill at 253 South 4th Street in Montpelier.
We're back with 1:35 left, 60-45. Teton on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. I've said it a couple times, and I've never really completed the thought. I will right now. The scoreboard is going to look more lopsided. The Bears have played a fantastic game. This is a game they can grow from. If they can play Teton like this, they can play with anybody in their league. Teton handled Snake River and Marsh Valley pretty easily, so that gives the Bears hope. They know that if they play their game, they can do what they need to do. Our keys to the game were to play together and create chaos, and that's what the Bears have done. As Ewing will drive to the corner, kick it to Anderson. Henderson's going to elevate. Oh, leave that one hard off the back iron. And Teton with the rebound. Nice game for the Bears. Nelson with it. He's going to go cross corner. Brown up top. Kuntz. Kuntz will back it out. And nice pass inside to Moss, but he gets it over to Brown, but Brown misses the 3. Ewing with the ball for the Bears. He's going to shuffle it to Saxton. Nice move by Saxton to get himself open. 60-47. So Teton definitely did not cover the spread tonight, and that's going to hurt their Max Preps rankings. It'll boost the Bears. What a night for Bear Lake basketball. This Teton team is phenomenal. They have got athletes all over this court.
Yeah.
And for the Bears to stick with it, make it this kind of a game, it's been fun to watch. Now the Bears trying to foul. Too little, too late. Not sure why they waited that long to start fouling if they were going to. They should either let the clock run out or continue or foul much sooner.
Tafoya picks up his 4th.
Because they're still not even in the bonus.
Yeah.
Nelson will get the ball at half court. Now the Bears will let it run out. And it's going to end 60-47. Teton with the victory over the Bear Lake Bears. Great job by Bear Lake. This Teton team is talented. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them in the state championship. They got some tough teams to play up there. They got Sugar City Diggers in their same division who have not lost yet. But this Bear Lake team came to play tonight, and they showed me a lot.
Yeah, so impressed.
Wow. While we wait for Coach Ward to come up and slip on the headset, Lisa, tell us who did the damage for Teton.
Nelson finished with 14 points. He had 6 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 assists, a block. He was just incredible tonight. 14 points for Brown, followed by 10 for Kuntz. Kuntz got into foul trouble early. That limited his time on the court, but just a phenomenal player there as well. Haskell finished with 8, 6 for Lifton, 5 for Moss, 3 for Thomas, and that's their 60 points. 41% overall shooting. They were 15 for 24, 62% from the 2-point range, 8 out of 32. 25% from the 3-point and 6 for 8, 75% from the foul line. 31 rebounds for the Timberwolves, 11 offensive, 20 defensive. They finished the night with 5 turnovers. They also had 5 steals. The Bears, just like you said, just wreaking havoc all over the floor tonight, which was, or chaos, as you said it. Creating chaos, and I loved it because
Coach Trevor Ward has the headset on now. We had our keys to the game pregame. Lisa said, play as a team. Check mark. Great game. The continuation of the Grace game. The Grace game was your best team all-around basketball game the other night. And it continued tonight. Yeah. Phenomenal basketball. And my key to the game was create chaos. we know from the last 3 years, 2 years, but 3 games against this Teton Timberwolves, they love to run and gun. They love to shoot the three. They love to throw it down, get those dunks, and show off. They had 0 dunks in this game. You guys created chaos defensively. Great game, Coach.
Loved it.
Thank you. That was the keys to the game for me, too, was defense, especially closing out on the three, running them off the line. I don't think they had, how many total?
They had
threes.
They had 8 3-point shots, but a lot of those came late.
Yeah.
They put up 32. I think you'll be okay with 25% shooting. They're capable of way better than that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I was super happy with our defensive intensity.
Yes.
We were trying to keep them off the boards. They can jump, and I'm not sure how the rebounds ended up, but I was happy.
They had 31. We had 28. They only rebounded by 3. And considering your tallest 2 guys, Robinson's probably your tallest, but the tallest 2 in your normal rotation that play a ton of minutes are Birch and Ewing, and they're shorter than every one of their 5 starters. That says something.
Oh, yeah.
That you guys only got out-rebounded by 3. I mean, Lifton's got 6 inches on everybody on the court, including Robinson when he's out there.
Yep.
So,
and can we just talk about the blocked dunk by Tafoya? He's the smallest guy on the court, and he jumps up there and stops a dunk. I'm like, yeah, that brought the house down.
Even our producer, Steaton, over there in Star Valley, texts me. He's like, that block by Tafoya was awesome.
I loved it, too.
I mean, holy, yeah.
I know that it probably maybe sounds funny to some people that we're this excited over a 13-point loss, but you look at the Max Preps rankings, you look at what they did to you in Teton, you look at what they did to you last year. There's no such thing as moral victories, but in a way, this was a moral victory. You guys played fantastic tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you. A few layups go our way. I mean, I felt like we'd have been right there with them the whole time.
Absolutely. Now you go to Firth on Saturday night, sorry. So you got a night off to rest up, go to Firth. This team beats Firth. The Bear Lake team version of the Bear Lake team we saw tonight beats Firth, in my opinion. So I look forward to hearing how that one goes for you. We won't be there, unfortunately, because we'll be here with the girls. But Firth came in here a couple weeks ago. It was a 6-point game, I think, going into the fourth quarter. You had them, you cut it just to 4 right at the end of the third. 6 points going into the fourth. Down the stretch, they made a bunch of foul shots to make it seem more lopsided, but that was a close game start to finish. What do you expect Saturday night?
We just need to transition defense, get back. We need to contest. We need to box out. Hang our hat on defense. That's what we've been trying to do, and that's how we stayed in this game tonight.
Yep.
The offense will execute, and that'll come. But I know that tonight they tasted what we are capable of and successful, on defense. So I think it's up and up from here, and I feel like we can play with anyone in our district if we're playing that team that close.
That's exactly the comment that Jared made. If the Bears continue to play like they did tonight, they can play with anybody in our district.
Yeah, the scores they've put up before this game tonight, 81, 79. In the loss against Eagle, a 6A team from Boise, we won't count that one. They put up 67 against Madison, a 6A team. They lost to Ridgeview, a big team out of Utah. They beat Snake River, put up 51 against Snake, 66 against Burley, another big team, 71 against Jackson, 75 against Spring Creek, 74 against
Idaho
Falls. Beat Snake River for a second time, 67 again just the other night against Marsh Valley. Just last Saturday, they beat Marsh Valley in Marsh Valley by 17. They come here tonight. You only lose by 13, and it was way closer than that.
The beginning of the game, I wrote 79 on the board and asked them what that meant, and that's what we gave up last time we played them. And I had them set a new goal, and they come up with the number 55. So
they were close.
I mean, they were close. Fourth quarter, I call a timeout when they're at 53, and I said, guys, they're getting close to 55. Let's lock down. But super happy with their defense tonight, and that we stuck with them for sure.
And on the flip side, you scored more than you did. You held them 19 points fewer. You scored 3 points is all more, but still that's improvement on both ends. Phenomenal night, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
All right, good luck. Hope that you can continue this momentum on Saturday against the Firth Cougars. And then next week, you have a week off, a chance for this team to build on this momentum you've built this last couple games. And so one more game, then take a breather for a week and have a good time as a team rebuilding.
We will.
All right, thanks for coming up tonight, Coach, and good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Coach Trevor Ward. Let's look at the Bear Lake stats real quick, Lisa, then we can get out of here.
Anderson finishes with 17 points, 11 for Birch, 12 for Ewing, 4 points for Saxton, 3 for Roberts. That's it. That's our 47 points. 45% overall shooting, 16 for 34. That's 47% from the 2-point range. 3 out of 8, 37% from the 3-point line, and 6 for 11. 54% from the foul line. The Bears had 28 rebounds. 4 of those were offensive. The rest were defensive. The thing I like about the defensive rebounds is they weren't pulling them off the board offensively for the second chance points. And I'm going to give Brox Birch the shout out he deserves right there, because he finished with 9 rebounds, but it felt like he had 90. I mean, he was seriously, he was an animal on the boards tonight. I was so impressed with his defensing. Like you said, he was out height. I don't know how you say that. He was a good 18 inches shorter than some of those guys that were playing on the interior, and he handled it just fine. So the Bears finished with 13 turnovers. They also had 7 steals and 6 deflections. Just a great night for the Bears. The Bears and the Timberwolves scored even in the first quarter, 13-13. The second quarter, Bears were 12 points to 15 for the Timberwolves. Teton outscored the Bears 13-10 in the third quarter. It was the fourth quarter that put the dagger in it, 19-12 Teton. But overall, the Bears hung right with them till the middle of that fourth quarter. So, and even then, I feel like they finished strong, much stronger than anybody I think expected them to tonight.
Oh, absolutely, including me. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, and I know that I wear my blue goggles a lot, but Teton is a fantastic team, and Bears have struggled. And like Coach said, 79 was the number they put up on Teton, at Teton, and the Bears played out of their heads tonight. We're able to stay in it. Good game for them. Hopefully they'll get the win against Firth and leapfrog in the second half of the season with some momentum. So. All right, our still man of the game?
The whole team. Sorry, I can't lock down one. I thought they played amazing as a team. Anderson, obviously your high scorer, but you had amazing rebounding and defense by Birch. Plus, he had 11 points of his own. Saxton was the spark again tonight. I felt like he came in, and then they added Roberts to it, and together those two made some big things happen in the first half. Some big turnovers, forced some big turnovers for Teton. And Ewing always just working his guts out there. Tafoya with that amazing block on the
this whole
dunk.
gym went crazy.
I mean, I just have to give it to the whole team. It was an outstanding effort by everybody, and who would have thought that they'd go into halftime down by only 3 points.
Into the fourth quarter,
Teton.
only down by 6. Great game for the Bear Lake Bears. And I know it's a loss, but it's still a great all-around performance for them overall. And chance to build some momentum. Join us tomorrow night when the girls team welcomes American Falls to town. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off on the SVI Sports Network. So for everybody, Steeton back in the studio doing a great job for us there. Out of the radio station is Kathy and her lovely husband, the beard, Ray Henry, on the camera. And for everybody else on the SVI Sports Network, this is
Lisa Hillier
and Jared Hillier saying good night, everybody.